Trying tacos does not necessarily mean you have truly seen Mexico. Imagine a place where people celebrate with their departed loved ones, where officials communicate in 68 different languages amidst lush jungles, towering mountains, and ancient ruins. Picture a land where the most magnificent pyramid, greater than the Great Pyramid of Egypt, is not hidden in some distant desert, but stands prominently in the heart of Mexico itself. Join me as we explore 15 astonishing facts about this extraordinary country, facts that reveal its unique and remarkable nature. This is not your typical getaway. It is an immersive journey into a land more incredible than you could have ever imagined. Stay with me until the very end, because the final fact might forever change how you see Mexico. Number 15. Chocolate was invented in Mexico and held divine significance. You might be surprised to learn that what we now know as chocolate was not originally in the form of the sweet candies we enjoy today. In its earliest manifestations, it was something entirely different, bitter, frothy, and deeply spiritual. The Olmecs, Mayans, and Aztecs, civilizations that are the ancestors of modern Mesoamerican peoples, were the first to discover and indulge in cacao. But they did not simply treat it as a treat or delicacy. Instead, they revered it, valuing its bitter, bubbly form that held a sacred role in their spiritual and cultural practices. To them, cacao was not just food, it was divine. The Mayans believed that the cacao tree was a gift from the gods, a sacred gift bestowed from the heavens. The Aztecs, on the other hand, regarded cacao beans as a form of currency, so valuable that they used them in trade, and imagined paying for goods with tiny grains of chocolate. The traditional drink made from cacao involved grinding the beans into a paste, which was then mixed with water, often flavored with chili and vanilla. This beverage was reserved for the elite, rulers, priests, and warriors, those occupying the highest social and spiritual echelons. It was more than a simple refreshment. It was believed to grant strength, energy, and even facilitate communication with divine beings. Legend has it that the Aztec Emperor Montezuma drank up to 50 cups of this potent, unsweetened chocolate every day. Aztec soldiers consumed it as well, mixing the bitter brew with chili peppers before heading into battle, using it as a stimulant and a source of fierce energy. The pure, intense form of this ancient hot chocolate was considered powerful and sacred. Today's spicy food in Mexico, with its vibrant flavors, is a distant echo of this ancestral tradition, though now it has a more delicate and approachable profile. The original version of the chocolate drink was intense, robust, and rich in spiritual meaning. While modern chocolate can be wrapped in shiny aluminum foil and mass-produced around the world, in Mexico, the ancient roots of cacao continue to be wrapped in reverence. For centuries, chocolate symbolized wealth, status, and spiritual connection. So, next time you savor a chocolate bar, remember that you are tasting a beverage once worthy of emperors and gods. From its bitter beginnings, chocolate has evolved into a source of joy, but its origins remain a testament to its sacred and noble past, an extraordinary piece of Mexico's heritage. And from the bitter beginning to the joy it brings, the story of chocolate truly started here, amid the rich history of this land. Number 14. Beneath the surface lies a hidden world. Mexico is home to the world's longest underwater cave system, a subterranean labyrinth of astonishing scale and mystery. Imagine descending into a realm untouched by time, a vast, silent expanse that stretches for over 215 miles, approximately 347 kilometers, beneath the Yucatan Peninsula. This is the Sac-Actun cave system, a natural wonder that twists and turns through the underground landscape, shrouded in darkness and silence. It is a place where the air vibrates faintly with echoes of ancient ancestors, whispering stories of a bygone era. Sac-Actun is more than just a geological marvel. it is a sacred space for the Mayan civilization. For them, this underground network was not merely a series of caves, but a divine realm, a spiritual gateway linked to their cosmology and mythology. To explorers and scientists today, it remains one of the most incredible and least understood natural formations on Earth, still largely unexplored by many adventurers. Yet for the ancient Mayans, it was a place of reverence, a symbol of the universe's mysteries and the deep connection between the earthly and the divine. As you imagine venturing into this submerged labyrinth, think of it as a journey into the heart of Mexico's ancient spiritual landscape, an untouched realm where history, geology, and spirituality converge beneath the surface. The caves were not merely empty hollows in the earth, they were revered gateways, believed to serve as portals leading into Xibalba, the mysterious underworld of the ancient Maya. These subterranean chambers, known as Sac-Acun, represented more than just physical passages. They embodied a spiritual bridge between the living and the divine, a liminal space where earthly existence and otherworldly realms intertwined. For the ancient Maya, these caves held profound significance, acting as sacred sites where rituals and ceremonies were performed with utmost reverence. Modern divers who have explored these depths have discovered altars, human bones, and ceremonial artifacts carefully arranged within, each item placed with deliberate intent, suggesting that countless sacred rites had once taken place there. These chambers whisper of awe, secrecy, and an unwavering faith in a hidden realm populated by gods and spirits. As one swims through Sac-Acun, it feels as if passing through the very fabric of time itself, moving through a space where natural currents and divine energies converge, creating a sensation of timelessness and transcendence. This experience offers a glimpse into a universe where the mortal and divine are seamlessly connected, a sacred passage through the depths of the earth that holds the echoes of ancient rituals. Meanwhile, in Mexico City, a place bustling with life, color, and noise, a different kind of problem is unfolding, one that might surprise many. Despite its vibrancy and modernity, the city faces an extraordinary challenge. It is literally sinking. This is not a metaphor or an exaggeration. It is a stark reality that affects millions of inhabitants. The city is gradually but relentlessly submerging beneath the ground at an average rate of about 12 centimeters, or nearly 5 inches each year. The reasons behind this phenomenon are complex and rooted in the city's very foundations. Mexico City is built on the remnants of an ancient lake, the Texcoco Lake, once a vast and deep body of water that stretched across the region. When the Spanish arrived in the 15th century, they drained much of this lake to facilitate the construction of their new city. However, the soft, spongy sediments that once supported the lakebed proved to be a fragile and unstable base. Over the centuries, as underground water has been extracted and pumped out, the ground beneath the city has begun to sink and collapse. This ongoing subsidence causes buildings, roads, and pipelines to gradually settle and shift, creating a precarious landscape akin to living on a gigantic, slowly melting jelly mold exposed to the sun for too long. Some parts of the city have sunk as much as 10 meters, approximately 33 feet, since the early 20th century. This relentless downward movement has led to serious infrastructural problems. Buildings develop cracks, streets deform and twist, and pipelines are strained to the breaking point. It's as if the city is engaged in a constant juggling act, trying to keep everything upright and functional while the earth beneath continues to shift and slide away. Despite these difficulties, the vibrant character of Mexico City remains unmistakable, chaotic, colorful, and full of creative energy. And here comes a surprising fact. Did you know that the largest pyramid in the world is not in Egypt, but right here in Mexico? You might be familiar with the famous Pyramids of Giza, but there's more to this story. We will delve into that a little later. But first, if you find this fascinating, consider giving a thumbs up and subscribing, as it helps the channel grow and allows us to share more of these incredible adventures with you. Are you ready to continue? The next revelation might leave you speechless. Number 12. The biggest pyramid in the world is not in Egypt, it's in Mexico. Have you heard of the Pyramids of Giza? Yes? Well, what if I told you that there's an even larger one? It's called Cholula, and perhaps you've never even heard of it before. Astonishing, isn't it? Here's the incredible part. The Great Pyramid of Cholula, whose original name was Tigi-Petli, surpasses the volume of the famed Egyptian pyramid by more than double. Its total volume reaches an astonishing 4,450,000 cubic meters. To put that into perspective, the Pyramid of Giza holds about 2.5 million cubic meters, meaning Cholula's pyramid is nearly twice as large in terms of volume. Imagine comparing one giant hamburger with another so enormous that it doesn't even fit within the confines of a simple bun. But here's the twist. Despite its colossal size, the pyramid remains largely hidden beneath a thick layer of earth and vegetation, making it less prominent in the landscape than the pyramids of Egypt. This hidden grandeur challenges our expectations and invites us to reconsider what we think we know about ancient architecture and engineering. The story of Cholula is a testament to the astonishing achievements of the ancient peoples of Mexico, whose ingenuity created monuments that continue to awe and inspire even today. If you walk through Cholula today, you might find it hard to recognize the Great Pyramid that once stood at its heart. What was once an imposing structure, towering with grandeur and purpose, has now been almost entirely overtaken by nature's quiet reclaiming. The pyramid is now covered in lush grass and scattered trees, blending seamlessly into the surrounding landscape, giving it the appearance of a gentle hill rather than a man-made monument. It's a remarkable sight, an ancient marvel that through the centuries has been transformed into a natural feature, more like a hill shaped by the earth itself than a grand monument built by human hands. At the very top of this grassy mound stands a colonial-era church, the Church of Our Lady of Healing, constructed directly atop what was once the ancient deposit, or the summit of the original pyramid. This church, with its weathered facade and historical significance, now sits atop a forgotten relic, an ancient pyramid buried beneath layers of earth and time. It's a poignant reminder of how history and nature have intertwined here, creating a site that is as much a part of the landscape as the hills surrounding it. This particular pyramid might even be the largest on the planet in terms of volume, a fact that often surprises visitors. Built by the indigenous peoples of the region in the 16th century, the Spanish conquistadors, perhaps unaware of the true extent of what they had encountered, simply erected their church atop a sacred ancestral monument. The irony is striking. What was intended as a colonial symbol of faith and conquest now rests atop a structure that predates their arrival, rooted in the spiritual and cultural traditions of the original inhabitants. This unexpected twist in history makes Cholula's pyramid even more extraordinary. Unlike the sharp, angular stone pyramids commonly seen in Egypt or Central America, this one was constructed from adobe bricks made of clay, mud, and straw, and raw, unburned bricks. Over the centuries, the natural process of erosion and growth has fused the pyramid seamlessly into the hillside, making it appear as an organic part of the terrain. It's as though the earth itself has molded this monument, camouflaging it within the landscape, so perfectly integrated that it seems to have always been part of the natural environment rather than a separate, artificial construct. For many years, local residents suspected that something was hidden beneath the surface, something ancient and significant kept secret by layers of earth and tradition. It wasn't until the early 20th century, when archaeologists began excavating the site, that the true nature of Cholula's pyramid was finally revealed. Their excavations uncovered a labyrinth of tunnels and ceremonial chambers deep underground, a vast underground world that had remained hidden for centuries. What was discovered was astonishing: a complex network of passages and chambers, a subterranean universe that once served as a sacred space for rituals and ceremonies long forgotten by most. Remarkably, only a small part of this underground labyrinth has been explored to date. The oldest sections of the pyramid remain untouched beneath the earth, preserved in their original state, waiting patiently beneath layers of soil and history. It's as if the core of this ancient monument continues to hold its secrets, promising more discoveries for future explorers. Today, Cholula appears as a tranquil town, with its charming, picturesque church perched atop the hill, inviting visitors to admire its scenic beauty. Yet beneath that peaceful exterior lies an extraordinary story, a story of ancient ingenuity, cultural resilience, and the enduring connection between the people and their land. What makes Cholula truly exceptional is not just its surface appearance, but the vast, hidden world that lies beneath, a testament to the grandeur of the civilization that built it. In fact, it is the largest pyramid by volume on the entire planet, crafted by a civilization that existed long before the rise of the Romans or the Greeks. This fact often leaves visitors in awe and sometimes in silence, as they realize that the history of human achievement extends far beyond the well-known pyramids of Egypt. When people mention the Egyptian pyramids, they often think of these ancient marvels, but they might not be aware that Mexico houses an even greater wonder, an enormous pyramid buried beneath a hill built by a civilization that predates many of the classical cultures known to history. So, next time someone mentions the pyramids of Egypt, remember that there is an even larger one in Mexico. It's a revelation that makes many pause and marvel, sparking whispers of disbelief. Could it really be true? This is the kind of astonishing fact that challenges assumptions and invites us to see the world's history with fresh eyes, reminding us that beneath our feet there are stories and monuments far older and grander than we often imagine. Moving on, consider the fact that Mexico consumes more Coca-Cola per capita than any other country in the world. This soft drink has become deeply woven into the fabric of Mexican culture. On average, each person in Mexico drinks over 600 bottles of Coca-Cola every year, making it a common part of daily life. It's often served alongside meals in Oaxaca, as the sun begins its slow descent beyond the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the city. A quiet, almost sacred ritual unfolds. An attentive waiter smoothly glides his hand along the polished bar counter, his movements deliberate and graceful, as if in harmony with the fading daylight. Nearby, a small clay cup, humble yet imbued with history, rests patiently, waiting to be filled. Inside this modest vessel lies mezcal, a smoky, enchanting liqueur that beckons those who seek its complex flavors. This is no ordinary drink. It is an invitation to partake in a tradition that stretches back through the centuries, a shared heritage that connects the present with a distant past. Mezcal is crafted from agave plants known as jibes, which are carefully roasted underground in earthen pits, a process that bestows upon the spirit its distinctive earthy and intensely smoky character. This method of production is what sets mezcal apart from its more famous cousin, tequila. While tequila hails from the state of Jalisco and must be made exclusively from blue agave, typically roasted in large industrial ovens, mezcal's roots run deeper in artisanal, small-scale practices. The result is a spirit that offers a richer, more robust flavor profile, one that embodies the soul of the land itself. It's a drink that whispers of tradition, of hands that have carefully nurtured and prepared it over countless generations. Tequila, with its bright, clean taste and lighter profile, has earned worldwide acclaim, often stealing the spotlight at celebrations and parties, where it shines as the star of the moment, accompanied by lively mariachi music. Its fame is well-deserved, for it symbolizes the festive spirit of Mexican culture. Yet, mezcal remains rooted in its humble, handcrafted origins. It is often produced in small batches with a strong sense of family tradition passed down through generations. This artisanal approach preserves its authenticity, making each bottle a unique artifact of cultural identity. In cultural terms, both beverages are highly revered, but their consumption practices differ markedly. Mezcal is typically sipped slowly, with reverence and respect, never hurried or consumed casually. It is usually served with orange slices sprinkled with sal de gusano, worm salt, smoked salt, and sometimes a pinch of spicy toasted worm powder. These aren't mere accompaniments, they are integral parts of a ritual that elevates the act of drinking into a meaningful ceremony. To skip these traditional pairings is considered disrespectful, an omission that diminishes the spirit's cultural significance. When offered a shot of mezcal, it's wise to resist the urge to rush through it. Instead, take your time, savoring each slow, deliberate sip, allowing the smoky, earthy flavors to unfold on your palate. In Mexico, these beverages are valued far beyond their intoxicating effects. They are a tribute to the land, to the people, and to the rich cultural heritage embedded in every drop. They serve as a living testament, a way to honor the history and the stories woven into their creation. Drinking mezcal or tequila is, in essence, a gesture of respect, a silent acknowledgement of the centuries-old traditions that sustain them and the ancestral spirits that continue to watch over them. Moving beyond the realm of spirits, Mexico is a country of remarkable linguistic diversity. The nation recognizes officially 68 different languages, a testament to its rich mosaic of cultures and peoples. As one strolls through the bustling markets of Oaxaca or Chiapas, the vibrant tapestry of voices is impossible to ignore. Amid the lively chatter, you might hear conversations in tongues unfamiliar to the Spanish-speaking ear, languages that carry the weight of generations and hold the keys to ancient civilizations. Though most Mexicans speak Spanish, these indigenous languages, numbering 63 representing various native communities, are woven into the cultural fabric of the nation. They are not merely dialects, they are threads that connect communities to their history, their identity, and their worldview. Each language encapsulates stories, songs, rituals, and philosophies that have been passed down through countless generations, serving as vessels of memory and tradition. These languages are more than communication tools. They are living symbols of a people's resilience and their deep-rooted connection to the land and cosmos. Today, over 25 million Mexicans actively use these indigenous languages, ensuring that the echoes of ancient civilizations continue to resonate in the modern world. They serve as living witnesses to history, embodying the spirit of societies that thrived long before the arrival of Europeans. Each language encapsulates not only a means of expression but also a worldview, perspectives on nature, the universe, and the human experience that differ markedly from the dominant Spanish narrative. They reveal how these communities perceive their surroundings, their relationships with the environment, and their spiritual beliefs, all intertwined with the cosmos. However, this linguistic diversity faces significant challenges. As younger generations increasingly adopt Spanish for school, media, and everyday communication, many indigenous languages are at risk of fading into silence. The shift toward number 8, the Day of the Dead in Mexico, is not Halloween. Celebrated annually from the 1st to the 2nd of November, this festival bears little resemblance to the spooky, costume-filled night known in many parts of the world. Instead, it is a sacred and heartfelt occasion during which families across Mexico come together to honor and remember their loved ones who have passed away. They prepare offerings known as altars, which are beautifully decorated with marigolds, bright orange flowers believed to guide spirits back to the living, alongside flickering candles, cherished photographs of the departed, and a variety of foods and drinks that were favorites in life. These altars are not meant to evoke tears or sorrow, but to warmly welcome and invite the spirits to return for a brief reunion, a moment of joyful remembrance. Many believe that during these 2 days, the souls of the departed return to visit their families, guided by the fragrant scent of marigolds and the glow of candles. The atmosphere is lively and vibrant, filled with a sense of celebration rather than mourning. Grave sites transform into lively gathering spots, resembling outdoor picnics more than somber memorials. Families gather among the tombstones, sharing stories, singing songs, and enjoying meals together, all in the spirit of celebrating life and embracing death as a natural, integral part of existence. Every element of the tradition serves a specific purpose. The petals of marigolds are arranged to mark the path for wandering spirits, guiding them back home. Sugar skulls symbolize the sweetness of memory and the enduring nature of love. And specially baked bread, known as bread of the dead, is crafted uniquely for this occasion, representing unity and the cycle of life and death. Though the focus is on mortality, the overall mood is one of joy, reverence, and acceptance. The Day of the Dead stands as a profound tribute to love that never fades, illustrating that those we have lost remain alive in our homes, hearts, and cultural practices. It is a sacred time filled with warmth and reverence, emphasizing that death is not an end, but a continuation of connection in a different form. Moving to a different marvel of nature, number 7 features lakes with a strikingly surreal pink hue, reminiscent of bubble gum. Have you ever seen such a lake? Its vivid, almost otherworldly color appears as if plucked from a dream. This extraordinary spectacle can be found in Las Coloradas, a region in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. The lake's captivating shade results from a natural combination of microscopic algae and tiny crustaceans thriving in its salty waters. These microorganisms produce a pigment that turns the water a deep, vibrant pink, creating a landscape that seems to belong to another planet. The scene is so mesmerizing that photographers and travelers from around the globe are drawn to capture its surreal beauty. It's important to note, however, that swimming in these waters is strictly forbidden. The delicate ecosystem of this area requires protection from human interference, and even entering the water could disturb the fragile balance. The natural magic here is undeniable, as the colors paint a picture more vivid and breathtaking than any filter could replicate. This place exemplifies how nature's palette can produce something truly unforgettable, a vivid masterpiece that needs no enhancement. Number 6 takes us into the realm of natural wonder, the migration of monarch butterflies across vast distances. Imagine yourself in the serene mountains of Michoacán, where the air is filled with a gentle, almost electric anticipation. This is the season of the monarch butterfly's incredible journey, a migration that spans over 3,000 miles from Canada to Mexico. Each year, these delicate insects undertake a perilous voyage, overcoming countless obstacles and harsh weather conditions to reach their wintering grounds. Once they arrive, they do not disperse. Instead, they cluster tightly together on the trees, transforming the forests into living canvases of orange and black. The sight is breathtaking. Thousands, sometimes millions, of butterflies packed closely, fluttering their fragile wings in unison, creating a mesmerizing, shimmering sea of color. But this spectacle is more than just a visual delight. It carries profound symbolic meaning. The arrival of the monarch signifies resilience, renewal, and transformation, an ongoing cycle of life and rebirth. For local communities, these butterflies are more than beautiful creatures. They are believed to carry the spirits of ancestors, arriving just in time to coincide with the Day of the Dead celebrations. This merging of natural wonder and cultural tradition creates a moment of magic, where the environment and human spirituality intertwine seamlessly. If you are someone who appreciates the beauty of the natural world or seeks deeper meaning in the cycles of life, witnessing this migration remains one of the most unforgettable experiences the Earth offers. It is a quiet miracle, one that leaves an indelible mark on the soul. Number 5 celebrates a groundbreaking achievement in Mexican technological history, the invention of color television by a Mexican innovator. Did you know that Mexico played a pivotal role in shaping the television as we know it today? Even before color televisions became a common feature in most households, Mexico was contributing to the technological revolution that would transform visual entertainment worldwide. In fact, the roots of color television can be traced back to the year 1940, when a young boy named Guillermo González Camarena, only 17 years old at the time, invented the first system capable of transmitting color images. With nothing more than youthful curiosity and a keen inventive spirit, this teenager laid the groundwork for the vibrant programming that we now enjoy in color every day. By the year 1960, thanks to his pioneering work, people across Mexico were already able to see their broadcasts in vivid color. It's truly remarkable that such an innovative breakthrough came from someone so young, illustrating that revolutionary ideas can emerge from the most unexpected sources. Guillermo's name may not be as widely recognized as those of other inventors, but his influence is unmistakable every time we turn on our screens and are greeted by rich, colorful images. His contribution reminds us that youth is not a barrier to greatness. Quite the opposite, in many cases, it marks the beginning of something revolutionary. So the next time you tune into a color broadcast, remember that a Mexican teenager helped bring this vibrant world to life for millions of viewers across the globe. Moving from technological marvels to biological wonders, another extraordinary creature native to Mexico is the axolotl. This remarkable amphibian possesses the extraordinary ability to regenerate entire parts of its body, a feat that continues to fascinate scientists worldwide. The axolotl, a type of salamander, is found exclusively in the lakes and canals of Xochimilco, a neighborhood in Mexico City. What makes this creature truly astonishing is its capacity to regrow not just its limbs but also parts of its spinal cord, its jaw, and even sections of its heart. This extraordinary regenerative ability has become the focus of ongoing scientific research, with hopes that understanding and harnessing these natural powers might someday lead to groundbreaking advancements in human medicine. The potential to unlock regenerative treatments for injuries and degenerative diseases hinges on studying this tiny yet incredibly valuable creature. Unfortunately, the axolotl faces significant threats to its survival. Its natural habitat, the freshwater canals of Xochimilco, is heavily polluted and increasingly encroached upon by urban development. Invasive species and pollution laden with plant debris have made it difficult for these creatures to thrive, pushing them toward the brink of extinction. Today, Mexico finds itself in a fierce struggle to conserve this unique species. Protecting the axolotl is about more than maintaining biodiversity. It's about safeguarding a possible key to future medical breakthroughs. Efforts are underway to clean and preserve their habitat, but more support is urgently needed. The axolotl is far more than a curious amphibian, it's a treasure trove of biological potential. Losing it would mean losing a vital link to understanding natural regeneration, which could one day help millions of people recover from injuries and illnesses. If we fail to protect this tiny marvel, we risk losing not only a species, but also the chance to unlock medical secrets that might save countless lives in the future. Turning now to the rich cultural tapestry of Mexico, its culinary heritage extends far beyond the familiar tacos and burritos. Mexican cuisine is a profound expression of history, tradition, and artistry, recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. If you believe that Mexican food is simply about fast, flavorful street fare, you are missing out on the depth and complexity that make this cuisine truly exceptional. It is one of the most intricate and culturally rich culinary traditions in the world, woven with stories, rituals, and techniques passed down through generations. For instance, consider the famous mole sauce, a complex preparation that can involve more than 30 ingredients. Its rich palette includes dried chili peppers, various spices, seeds, nuts, and even chocolate, blending flavors in a way that is both sophisticated and deeply rooted in Mexican history. Each dish reflects centuries of cultural exchanges, indigenous ingredients, and regional variations, making Mexican cuisine not just a feast for the palate, but also a journey through time. From the spicy, smoky flavors of a traditional chili con carne to the delicate sweetness of a concha pastry, every element embodies a story worth exploring. This culinary richness is a testament to Mexico's vibrant cultural identity, a living tradition that continues to evolve while honoring its ancient roots. Through these complex flavors and time-honored recipes, Mexican cuisine has earned its rightful place as a treasure of intangible cultural heritage, reminding us that food is much more than sustenance. It is a vessel of history, identity, and artistry. This is not merely a meal, it is the very heart of weddings, festivals, and joyous celebrations that hold sacred significance within families. Consider for a moment the traditional dish of tamales, corn dough filled with savory meats or vegetables, carefully wrapped in leaves and then steamed to perfection. The preparation of tamales often transforms into a communal event, a cherished ritual passed down through generations, becoming more than just a recipe. It becomes a symbol of belonging and familial heritage. Each family's version is a treasured heirloom, a tangible link to ancestors, preserved and honored over time. In addition to tamales, there exists pozole, a hearty, flavorful stew, rich with roots and spices, embodying a deep-rooted Mexican tradition. Made from hominy corn and tender meat, pozole is frequently served during birthdays and national holidays, marking important milestones and communal festivities. These culinary staples are not static recipes. Each region imbues them with its own distinct character, using local ingredients and ancient techniques handed down by forebears. This regional diversity ensures that every bite carries a story, a history, and a cultural fingerprint unique to its place of origin. Mexican cuisine, therefore, transcends mere taste. It is an inheritance, an identity, and a living history that can be savored with every meal. Each mouthful is like a chapter in the grand narrative of Mexico, an unfolding story told through flavor and tradition. It is a cultural treasure chest where every ingredient, every spice, and every method connects the present with the past, weaving a tapestry of collective memory. To taste authentic Mexican food is to partake in a heritage that has been carefully cultivated over centuries, offering an experience that is both nourishing to the body and enriching to the soul. Turning from cuisine to the marvels of ancient architecture, imagine a walk through the lush, humid jungles of the Yucatan Peninsula. As you navigate the dense greenery, your eyes suddenly catch sight of a colossal pyramid rising majestically amidst the foliage. This is not a ruin in decay, it is one of the new 7 wonders of the world, an awe-inspiring monument that has captivated visitors from all corners of the globe. Known as Chichen Itza, this site is far more than a collection of stones. It is a testament to the ingenuity and spiritual depth of the ancient Maya civilization. At the heart of Chichen Itza stands the famous Temple of Kukulkan, also called the Pyramid of the Feathered Serpent. Its impressive size initially draws admiration, but beneath its imposing exterior lies a profound secret. This structure functions as a meticulously crafted calendar. The pyramid is built with exactly 365 steps, one for each day of the year, an astonishing feat of engineering and astronomical knowledge. This precise alignment is no coincidence. It embodies the Mayas' deep understanding of celestial cycles and their desire to harmonize their spiritual life with the movements of the cosmos. During the equinoxes, spring and autumn, the setting sun casts a series of shadows across the pyramid steps, creating the illusion of a serpent slithering down the facade. This phenomenon is a tribute to Kukulkan, the feathered serpent god, an enduring symbol of fertility, wisdom, and renewal in Maya belief. Thousands of visitors flock to observe this sacred illusion, drawn by the mystical interplay of light and shadow that seems to breathe life into the ancient monument. But the pyramid's wonders do not end there. Positioned directly in front of the steps, if you clap your hands, an echo ripples back with a sound remarkably similar to the call of the resplendent Quetzal, a sacred bird revered by the Maya. This isn't mere coincidence. It is a deliberate architectural design that exploits the pyramid's acoustics, creating an auditory experience that connects sound, space, and nature in perfect harmony. The Maya didn't simply build temples, they created cosmic maps, observatories, spiritual centers, and even sound machines, evidence of a civilization that mastered not just construction and art, but also the intricate science of astronomy and acoustics. Visiting Chichen Itza is far more than capturing photographs. It is about immersing oneself in a moment where history comes alive. It is an experience that allows you to hear the echoes of ancient voices and see through the eyes of those who once gazed at the stars from this very place. Few sites in the world offer such a profound connection between past, nature, and human ingenuity, where time seems to fold and unfold simultaneously, inviting you to witness the enduring legacy of the Maya. And finally, Mexico, this vibrant country, stands as one of the most biologically diverse regions on our planet. Consider the astonishing fact that one of the largest biodiversity hotspots in the world isn't hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest or tucked away in the African wilderness, but is right here in Mexico. Beyond its famous tacos, lively festivals, and turquoise beaches lies a vast natural paradise teeming with life. Mexico ranks among the top 5 countries globally in terms of biodiversity, hosting more than imagined jaguars stealthily traversing through the lush, dense jungles, their sleek bodies moving silently amidst the tangled canopy, while above, monarch butterflies drift gracefully through the sky, their vibrant orange and black wings fluttering in a delicate dance. Nearby, gray whales glide smoothly past the rugged shores of Lower California, their massive forms breaching the surface with gentle arcs, leaving ripples that extend across the shimmering waters. Thousands of years ago, in the depths of Mexico's pristine lakes, the axolotl, an extraordinary salamander, possessed the remarkable ability to regenerate lost limbs, an astonishing trait that underscores the extraordinary diversity found in this land. From arid deserts to towering mountain ranges, from expansive coastlines to verdant rainforests, Mexico is a living mosaic of life, harboring between 10 and 12% of the world's total biological diversity. It is a country that boasts the highest number of reptile species, ranks second in mammalian diversity, and is among the top 5 nations in amphibian and flowering plant varieties. This astonishing richness of life is not merely impressive, it is truly breathtaking, a testament to the planet's natural splendor. Yet amid this wealth of ecological treasures, a profound challenge looms. The relentless forces of deforestation, climate change, and illegal wildlife trafficking exert immense pressure on Mexico's delicate ecosystems. Iconic species and critical habitats, those that symbolize the country's natural heritage, stand on the brink of jeopardy, their fragile existence threatened by human activity. Despite these daunting obstacles, hope persists. A dedicated community of conservationists, scientists, and local residents are united in their efforts to safeguard what remains and to restore what has been lost. Numerous initiatives are already underway to rescue endangered animals from the brink of extinction, to replant forests with native trees, and to promote sustainable tourism practices that respect and preserve the environment. Protecting Mexico's extraordinary biodiversity is far more than an act of safeguarding animals or scenic landscapes. It is an essential effort to maintain the very balance of our planet's life systems. It involves preserving a vital part of Earth's ecological equilibrium, intertwined with the country's rich cultural traditions, ancient customs, and the future generations that will inherit this land. Because Mexico is not merely a nation celebrated for its vibrant flavors or its storied history, it is a living, breathing sanctuary of life, a cultural icon, and a hidden wonderland brimming with natural marvels. Now that you are familiar with these 15 astonishing truths about this remarkable country, your perspective will never be the same. You will see Mexico anew, appreciating its profound beauty and ecological significance in a deeper light. Share this story with others and celebrate what makes Mexico a true treasure of the world. Let us acknowledge and honor the country it rightfully deserves, an invaluable source of biodiversity, a cultural beacon, and a clandestine realm of wonders. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. If so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, ensuring you won't miss future captivating stories. Your support enables us to create even better content. Be sure to watch the next video that appears on your screen. I am confident you will find it equally fascinating. And please leave a comment below sharing which country you would like us to explore next as we continue our journey through the marvels of our world.